Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. And today I'm going to be making a different type of video. And this one's just going to be talking about my opinions and thoughts on Doom: The Dark Ages, the new game, the new Doom game that just released a week or so ago. I've been playing it, and it seems to not be well received. I would say I think it has gotten good reviews and everything, but the Doom community and everybody in it, I feel like has kind of shot it down. And one of the major factors I feel like that a lot of people have been looking at is the player counts on Steam specifically, just because that's the only one that you really can look at and tell, hey, this is the set amount of people playing this game. When it comes to anything else, you really can't see, so you just have to take word from it from whoever, either it's Microsoft or Sony, whoever, Nintendo. If they release the numbers, then you know how many's playing it, but you can't just pull it up on the internet and look at it. But as you can see right here on this Reddit post, a lot of people are feeling the way that this Redditor right here feels, that it's lacking when it comes to the gameplay, the gore of it, the pace of it. A lot of people feel like that it's a lot more inferior compared to the predecessors of the past Doom games. And me personally, I'd like to say that I like this game. No, it's not as brutal, and no, it's not as fast paced. But those are things that can all be tweaked inside the game. See, if you play the game, you can adjust the speed of it. You can't adjust the brutality of it, obviously, but the speed and the gameplay, there's a lot of things you could tweak here. It allows you to change a lot of things in a game to kind of just make it your own game in reality, different than what it's set to, which I really like, which makes for, I feel like, a lot more diversity in gameplay when someone who wants to be more laid back versus someone who wants to be a lot more fast paced, sitting up, kind of sweating a little bit. It gives you the opportunity to be able to play different styles. That is, and a lot of people, I guess, don't seem to know that, or they're just ignoring that and they just don't like how it is. A lot of people are also nitpicking at the story, which I also disagree with. I enjoy the story of Doom: The Dark Ages so far. I've liked the story to it. I've liked the more cutscenes it has in it. I feel like it's a more fully fleshed out story compared to the previous games. A lot of them, the story wasn't so in depth versus this one. And ranking wise, I feel like this is Doom Eternal. I feel like is better in gameplay, and it had a little bit of story. I feel like that was better. But this one I feel like is better than the original Doom that came out in 2016. Me personally, I feel like that this Doom is better than that one just because of the gameplay and all the tweaks you can make, and also the story. And I've always been a story person, so adding like a in-depth story like this into the game, I feel like has really made it. But as you can see right here, a lot of people are pointing out this number right here when it comes to 31,000 on Steam. And then you have the 84,000 on Eternal. A lot of people are nitpicking that to say that this game is flopping or this game is not doing good. And I feel like that this is not a clear representative of what's going on with this game. As you can see right here, Doom Eternal was released back in 2020, man. So with that being said, the game didn't come out on Game Pass until October 1st, and this game was released in March. So you're looking at a big span in the year of people having to buy the game in order to play it. Where Doom: The Dark Ages, it released on day one on Game Pass. It was released day one on Game Pass, and a lot of people from right here, I have the article right here. It's saying that over 2.2 million of the people that played Doom Dark Ages was on Game Pass. 400,000 copies were sold on Steam, and then 200,000 on PlayStation 5. Now this is an older article. I think it was 3 days ago. The more recent one right here, it's gotten up to 500K on PlayStation now. So Xbox obviously has been the pusher of the game, but in terms of this game flopping or not being good, or it's flopping, and the numbers of the people playing is showing, is not true at all. It's actually not true, because As you see right here, the Dark Ages reached 3 million players in just 5 days, which was 7 times faster than Eternal. So that just goes to show you that reaching 3 million people in 5 days and being 7 times faster than the previous game that came out, there's no way that this game is actually flopping. And it has had, you could point out, it has had a better chance of being better than Eternal just because it's released on all platforms. But Doom Eternal, when this game first released, it was at a $60 price point. And Doom the Dark Ages now is being released at $70. And in a time like today, it's just not gonna fly well, man. A game $70, if you could play it on Game Pass, if you could pay $20 a month, which a lot of people do, and you can get this game on PC or Xbox. It's a situation of why would you not take that you already spend $20 on? Why not go ahead and use that and play the game versus turning around and spending $70 for a game that you already basically have? Because for the most part, all the Doom games are going to stay on Game Pass as long as Microsoft owns them. I don't believe they're ever going to leave. If they do, you've had ample enough time to play them. And if you really want to play them that bad, you could just go out and buy the physical copy at that point. And that's how I look at Game Pass, is if you feel like you like the game so much that's on it, then you can go and buy it. But just getting back to what originally what the video was supposed to be about is people saying that this game is flopping. There's no way it is. It's just the numbers aren't saying that. This game is doing a lot better. The game business also points out another recent Game Pass launch, Anavol, 1.5 million. You see that Game Pass is blowing up games left and right. So when you have it on Game Pass, the numbers of buys are not gonna be high. It's gonna be a lot of people are going to, because you have a lot of people on PC and you have a lot of people on Xbox. PlayStation is the only person missing out really when it comes to games being on Game Pass. So while Throwing Plays just 5 days undeniably a successful result, it can't help but feel like that a real test for Doom Dark Ages will be how many subscriptions it helps bring over to Xbox Game Pass and how many units it can sell on non-Xbox platforms. So as you can see, it's not doing good on other platforms, but Doom the Dark Ages, with it being, if you have 2.2 million people playing, and let's just do some math here. With 2.2 million people playing, let's see, so that'd be 2. Okay. You got 2, and Xbox Game Pass, I think, let's see, I believe it's $20 or $25 ultimate price. I think I have the ultimate edition. So $20 a month. So you do that times 20. They've made $44 million off of the game already. That's just with that. That's not with the $70 price point that people have made. So if you look at, let's see if they have the numbers up here. Production cost. Let's see if they released this yet. Okay, so as you see right here, 2016 Doom's game development cost was estimated to be around $90 million. With the game being $90 million, I guess you could say that it needs to be around 100. I would say like $100 million, 120 million. So within the first week, with 2.2 million people playing it, and 44 million off of that already in the first week, you can already tell that this game is gonna at least be on the same level, maybe a little bit higher when it comes to Doom Eternal and Doom 2016. So the notion that this game is going to flop, where it's not going to be any good, I just don't believe is correct. And so that's just my little rant for today, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.